Hey, I'm hanging with Ken, and I just did an interview on King's Corner, Sneakyverse.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of King's Corner. I am your host, AD the KingMaker, and in today's episode, we have a very, very special guest. This guy is a comedian, content creator, has made music, has a huge social following, has been very successful in many things that he does. Super excited to have him on the show today. The leader of the Sneakyverse. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
I said that right. Give it up for hanging with Ken. Ken, what's
going on, man? You all right?
I'm good. I'm good.
You know where you at right now?
Where am I at?
Sneakyverse.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the whole world just a Sneakyverse?
Everywhere. You could be sneaking right now. You know, nobody know that I'm here right now. Only you.
Okay.
Until this airs.
Okay.
You're the only one that know right now.
You and your twin brother, y'all grew up in the foster system?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do you feel like that impacted who you are today?
If I didn't get taken away from my biological mom and all the situations, you know, that occurred in my life, hadn't have happened, I probably would not be here now. I feel like this was destined for me to, you know, not be in a situation. Also, my mom ended up, you know, from that point to have how many more kids? 12 more kids.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, so a total of 13.
But how many men?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know her situation.
Okay.
We were taken. We weren't with her. I don't know. I would have to ask her.
Okay.
But yeah, and they, you know, they were affected tremendously. Like 2 of them got lost in the system. Everybody has been taken away from her. So, and then when they got back, not to take anything away from them, but they live in, like, you know, certain struggles, situations to where I was fortunate enough to have a family that, you know, we lived in the hood, but we didn't live like we were in the hood. My mom owned her own daycare facility. We grew up there. She showed us how to, you know, have jobs at the age of like 6 all the way up until we were 18. You know, so we had to do certain things every day at that facility because she worked Monday through Friday. We were getting up at like 4:30, and we had to be there at 6 o'clock every morning. So it just showed me how, you know, how to get up and have a job that I wasn't getting paid for.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. The creator of the Sneakyverse.
Yes.
Can you tell us what the Sneakyverse is?
Sneakyverse is a universe to where you can do anything as far as cheating, but you just can't get caught. Literally. So anything goes, you just can't get caught.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So like that's the standard.
That's
don't
the
get caught.
standard. If you get caught, you out.
So live if you got to.
You got by any means necessary.
Okay, cool. So when did the Sneakyverse start?
Sneakyverse started back in May of 2023. I did a video entitled "On My Way to My Sneaky Link's House," but you keep having flashbacks of you, your girlfriend, and the kids. And ever since then, the shit blew up, it erupted, and now we're here.
Okay. And it sounds like you just keep giving the people more of what it is they
want. More
want.
content, you know, more funny. Everything they want to see. Everything they want to see. Okay. So it's not, and I'm not promoting cheating content. Literally, I'm doing cheaters awareness content. You know, it's literally awareness for people to spot the inconsistencies and the behavioral patterns within a relationship so you don't fall victim to those atrocities. I'm not out here promoting cheating, you know. I'm putting the situations out there. If it relates to you or pertains to you, by all means, that's good for you. But other than that, this is what it is. I'm just putting it out there. This is harmless content. I'm not encouraging anyone to cheat, but if you have to, don't get caught.
If you have to cheat, don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
Under what circumstances does somebody need to cheat?
When the relationship at home is going well and it's like, damn, I'm bored. What can I do?
To spice it up.
To spice it up to make up for this boredom. The wife doing good at work, you know, you ain't gotta cuss her out. The kids in school, they doing, you know, after school activities and shit. You just, damn, you coming home to an empty house. Bring the bitch over. That's all I'm saying.
You know what?
You gotta bring the bitch over.
You know what? I second this message. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Okay.
You gotta keep the excitement, the adrenaline going. Like you got that rush, like, damn, I might get caught. You're gonna have to leave in a minute.
Oh, okay. See, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. So let me ask, what is Ken's definition of cheating?
My
Some
definition.
people think it's double tapping. Some people think it's DMing. Some people think it's all harmless flirting until there's sex involved. What is Ken's definition?
My definition of cheating? Hey babe, I got this girl I'm breaking over. You're gonna have to leave in the next few minutes. Maybe 10 minutes, she'll be here. Just go over to your mom's house or something, you know, go take the kid with you. You'll be all right. You know, I'll see you back in a couple of minutes, you know, 2 hours, you know, it's not gonna take long. Just go in the basement. Go in the basement.
That's cheating. And that's your definition of, like, you think that?
Yeah.
See, I think
That's normally how it works.
Nah, but I think you just do what you want to do, bro.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
to me, cheating is like, nah, I ain't fucking nobody else.
Shit, then I don't know what cheating is if that ain't it.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody has their own definition of it.
Yeah.
So is it cheating if you letting them know, hey, this is about to happen? You can come back after it's over, or
you know,
can not.
I could say whatever is cheating. Women gonna come up with a whole different definition of it in the first place.
Yes.
At this point, I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, you guys think it is. Women, you think whatever it's that.
Mm-hmm.
It that way.
Okay, but how you do it is like, hey, baby, go on. I need.
Or you could join. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Now I'm just curious at this point. What does Ken think about threesomes? Are you pro threesomes?
I've never had one before, and I'm being legitly honest to you. I'm not opposed to anything. Listen, if there are any formidable opponents out there who want to tackle this threesome with me, as far as women goes, by all means, contact my line.
Okay. So are you, and is Ken single? Does Ken have a woman? Like,
Ken has a wife, a girlfriend, a sneaky link, a baby mama, anything you can think of. Everything.
okay.
Nothing is off the table with me. I have everything you can think of. You gotta let them know up front, so they'll be like, "Oh, okay. Well, at least he was honest."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So it sounds like you don't believe in lying.
You keep it truthful with them.
Okay.
Women don't understand anything but words when you explain it. You know, you have to break down the words to them for them to understand.
Are you saying they're slow?
I'm not saying they're slow. I'm saying their thought process of when you say things to them, you have to physically break down words in order for them to understand whatever it is that you're trying to convey.
Okay. So give me an example. Like, talk to a woman in a way that you know not gonna work, and then say it again in a way that you know will work.
Okay, so if I say I'm leaving, right? You say, you leaving? I'm telling you I'm leaving, right? Am I not right? Why would you question me? If I literally told you I am about to go somewhere that does not involve you. Oh, where are you about to go? There's the other question right there, you know? At first it was like, you leaving? You know, they like to repeat you. You leaving? Yeah, bitch, I said I was leaving. And that was one of the small things to simplify.
Okay.
A breakdown of words.
Okay.
So they could understand that small window of whatever it is I'm trying to tell them.
Got it. Do you feel like women are your equal?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I agree with that. This is a smart man right here.
My equal. Equal?
This is a smart man.
There's no such thing as equal.
Okay. Does Ken believe in tricking?
No, I don't trick on anyone.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
You gotta earn it. You gotta deserve it. I'm not just spending my hard-earned money on someone for no reason that isn't going to benefit me by any means. I'm not tricking on you.
Hey.
You have to earn it.
Ken, one of the realest ones. I like it.
I'm not gonna lie though. I did get bored one day and I was on Instagram Live, and I was like, huh, who wants to go to the mall with me?
Mm.
And you know, all the women,
They jumped out.
I go if you buy me something. Like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I picked the one that looked the best. And she was like, hey, if we go somewhere, if we go to Somerset Mall, I have a coupon for this to where it'll only amount to $100. All right, bet. I went out there. We met up. We went to Saks Fifth.
Yeah.
I'm over here looking at shoes that are like $1,000. I'm buying the Pradas and shit. And she just looking at stuff. Those do look nice. Those shoes, right? I'm like, bitch, do you want that? I'm like, this. At this point, it has nothing to do with the coupon. She was like, would you get that for me? I'm like, go ahead, pick out your size. And I proceed to buy 2 other shoes, which so happened to be on a discount to where it was only like $500 a piece. So I bought those. Boom.
Okay.
All right, cool. So now it gets even better. I bought her what she wanted that initially she didn't want it. Guess how much it cost? It was $963 for these damn shoes that she got. She's like, oh, okay. That was the only time that I tricked off. But it gets better. We went to Lululemon. I had to buy some work pants. You know, she's like, oh, can you buy me this and that? Of course, why not? I don't have a problem with it. This is the thing, though. We were done after that excursion. Get back on live, you know, maybe a couple days later. This Ken generous. Ken done spent this amount of money. Don't be telling bitches that because now they expect it. You know, we don't want them to expect it.
So you did it because she looked good.
I did it because I just wanted to fucking do it.
Okay.
But see what happens? But then, after a while, she wanted me to she was trying to utilize me to buy her things, you know. That was
how the relationship.
That's how it went. And I was like, you just want me to spend my money. And she was like, okay, I'll buy you something. This bitch bought me one thing. Some pajama pants. Some Care Bear pajama pants.
What kind of work did she do? She wasn't a million?
I'm not saying.
Okay.
I didn't already said too much.
Okay. So, I mean, have you ever heard the phrase, how you start is how you finish?
Yeah.
So, were you shocked that it?
No, because I ended it myself. I was like, nah, I can't. You just money hungry. Like, that's all you do. You just want to fuck with people with money.
You
like, you seen I had it, you know, and you try to take advantage of that.
For sure. That's what they do. I tell people, women today, especially raised in the West, they are not good people.
Right.
They're not good people. Typically, I say the better they look, typically the worse of a person they are. Would you agree with that? What are your thoughts on that?
I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
I totally agree.
Okay. I spent quite a bit. Oh, let me ask: Is Ken a strip club go? Are you?
I have never been to a strip club a day in my life.
You don't smoke, don't drink, don't go to strip club. Okay. So
Sneakyverse, nigga. That's it.
So, what makes Ken so different?
The level of intellect. My problem is I like to build bitches up and get nothing in return. That is my problem. I stopped. I retired from that though.
So it sounds like you were fucking with what I would call beautiful bones. They're
not even beautiful, you know. No, you're right. You're right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Here's what I think it is.
At that point in time, yeah.
I think you've done what most men think is the best idea, which is you go after the baddies and you have a bad experience. But you're like, it's baddies. This is what I'm supposed to be fucking the baddies, right? And I think as you mature and you age, you end up realizing, nah, I take me a 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? Who's easy, who's peaceful.
Yes, it's all about the mindset now. I'm tapped into the, like I said, the level of cognizance that I desire is higher than any woman could imagine. You know, you got to have that same. We got to be on the same level when I meet you. You know, I'm not building no one up again. You know, I'm not giving you a salary job, car, place to stay.
Oh, you were really generous women. You know what? Ken seems like a good guy at heart.
Yeah, I'm not doing that no more.
Would you say you're too generous sometimes?
I was.
And you had to learn not to be.
I'm not anymore.
Well, let me tell you, I'm the same way. Bitch gotta earn every single thing. everything.
I'm not about to be out here just spending my hard-earned money on you for you to not be equivalent to anything that amounts to anything. We over fucking with women and they don't even know what their goals are in life. And that's a problem.
I agree. That's just what it is. Would you say that you have? Well, I've learned that I have, based on my relationship with my mother, low expectations of women. And that's what it was. Like, it was like, oh, well, she didn't make good decisions. So most of these bitches probably don't make good decisions. See a woman not making good decisions and she look good. It's like, all right, fuck it. Let's go.
Yes.
Would you say that that's been true for you too?
If you're a woman and you're out there broke, that's a poor decision. You did that to yourself. Poor decision making. You end up with no money. And then they want to come to you and expect you to give them everything that they desire. What do I look like, a genie?
So you love women?
Oh yeah, I love women.
What's your type now? I know you say intellectual. Do you have a physique type? Do you have a certain race you care about?
I don't discriminate. I as the years have gone and I've gotten older, I don't discriminate on anything. As long as it looks good, it's my type. But you gotta have a brain at this point.
As long as it looks good. Wait. So she is it?
She is it. Until we break that barrier.
Okay. Okay. So are you an ass guy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Most definitely.
All right. Let me jump back into some of these questions, man. So here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know, bro. Because I used to be in the strip clubs hard, right? And I started talking to them. They'd be like, "Nigga, who hurt you?" And I'm like, "What you talking about, bitch? They know it hurt me."
This nigga went to the strip club for therapy sessions.
Oh, I was in there having no. Here's how I go. Like, I go today to get my car washed. That's what I go. I like hand wash. I don't take my shit through.
Bitches be shaking ass on you, talking about some who hurt you.
No. I'm like, don't shake your ass on me. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna give me all hot and bother and you teasing me. If you're not gonna fuck, don't touch me. Right now, you can come give me a massage. You know what I'm saying? And back when I didn't know no better, I was using, like, I would get advice from them, or like I'd be like, "Hey man, my wife's tripping. Like, what do you?" And they would give me some good advice.
What was the best advice you've ever received?
So I was trying to make was it a threesome? I was still on the sister wife journey, right? And so one chick was like, "Hey, what you got to do is you got to tell her, like, hey, baby, I'm really doing this for you. Like, she gonna come in and take care of you. She gonna do. So, and I was like, that shit works, right? So women can tell you what to tell other women in order to get things to start flowing. Then I realized that's too much effort, baby. If
see, when you do that, you got to make them feel guilty.
All right. Tell me more.
Listen, you have no motivation to do anything I've asked you to do. Numerous times we brought up certain things for you to advance or ascend to the next level. I'm gonna put it to you this way: I'm about to bring somebody in here financially, and then whatever happens. I can't tell you what's gonna happen, but just be on the lookout. And be like, oh, fine, okay.
That's how you end.
Yeah, it works.
And you move them in, or you just bring them in?
It's a manipulation tactic.
Okay. All right. This
manipulation tactic at its finest.
Do you mean it, or do you?
Yeah, I ain't saying this shit for no reason.
So it's not a manipulation if you mean
it's manipulation. It's still a manipulation tactic, because this is what you practice saying before it happens. You practice this in the mirror until you get it right.
Oh, that's how deep you are.
You gotta mean it.
I got you. Okay, so the reason I was saying I don't know if it's manipulation is because, like, if you did it, if you just made the move and didn't have a communication with it.
No, but it's like built up, but at the same time, it's still a tactic,
It's a little influential. But here's the thing:
it's coming from a place to where I've already decided that this was gonna happen a long time ago. It just needed to happen. It just needed to happen now.
But here's the thing: it wouldn't happen if she was doing what you had asked her to do in the beginning.
Exactly.
So it's her fault, really.
Exactly.
It's really her fault.
No
It's really
desire
your
to
fault.
listen at all.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I don't like it. Me personally, it's like if you're not following instructions, if you're not being cooperative, then to me you don't like me,
Right.
and I don't like you at that point. Like it's all the attraction just goes out the window. It's really that simple.
That's
It's really
it.
that simple.
Turn off.
Okay, so I was saying all that to say I want to know who hurt Ken. I want to know. I want to either know who it is or I want to know a story. So somebody hurt you. Somebody did, and I think you're better for it. And I just want to laugh. I just want a good story. I want a good story.
Okay, I can't do.
These hoes don't be shit. I said when they got out, I was like, hey, I know there's one bitch you just like, man, fuck that bitch. He loves women, but there's somebody out there where it's just like, man, I'm not letting her know.
I was dealing with this one woman. You know, we hit it off fairly well a few months because it only lasted a few months. I was like in the process, like this, the last month that we dated, I was in the process of buying her daughter a car. Like I literally had the money and I was about to go out there, and for some reason she didn't want me to come out there. And yeah, it was another nigga involved. She told me on my birthday,
Oh my God.
and I'm like, damn, I'm doing all this for somebody who I thought cared, you know, enough to be with me, but showed me otherwise, you know? So that kind of hurt me. That was the only one that ever hurt me because she was the nicest, most caring. Like she waited on me hand and foot. Anything I needed, gave it to me. And then it was like, boom, a slap in the face. This is real shit. A slap in the face.
How much
And
distance was there between y'all? Like
after that,
no, time wise. Like you said, she was in a different city.
yeah, it was a lot of distance.
Okay.
Put it that way.
Okay.
But you know, it wasn't enough to like step out because I'm like, damn, bitch, you the Sneakyverse yourself, bitch. You literally living out my content.
And so that inspires a lot of some of the
So
content.
it's like I never,
Yeah.
ever let my guard down again.
Gotcha. So I tend to believe long distance don't work.
Yeah.
Right. And realistically, that's like saying I ain't gonna eat tonight. I got some food way over there. Like if you had options in your backyard, it don't make sense.
Right.
Like that would be just a long distance option. You know what I'm saying? So and I appreciate you over there. I'm gonna share a story for you too. Just
Damn near walk off the set and shit. I'm listening. Nigga.
because, okay, so let me tell you, bro, I was young. All right. So I used to be back on the chat rooms way back in the day, like 6th grade, 7th grade. Between 7th grade and high school, and graduating high school, I changed schools 5 times. So I was all over the place, right? And I lived with my mom for a time, just me and her. It was terrible. I was in Texarkana. It was awful. And so I remember, bro, she was bad. Boy, gorgeous. This how I know the bad ones be the worst ones. Because let me tell you, like, I don't want to give her too much credit. Just know when I hit it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be one of the baddest bitches I hit in my entire life. That's how good she was.
Was it true?
Oh yeah, it's still
Still true.
It's still true.
How many years ago was that?
I'm 33 now. I was probably 20 something.
That's disappointing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
That's how bad she was. That's how bad she was. And still, here's the thing. So, long distance and very similar situation. She had, my type is light skin, big titties, daddy issues. I don't know what it is. If I look back over my history, that's just what it is. If I'm being honest about it, right?
Oh, ass? How flat was it?
I like ass. I do.
Scale of 1 to 10, how flat was her ass?
She was mixed, so her mom didn't really have all that.
Nigga,
You know what I'm saying?
no number. What was the number?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, you said on a scale of 1 to 10, she was.
I mean, 2 or 3. You talking about ass, right?
Yes.
2 or 3. It wasn't.
It
It wasn't great. Not that I recall. This is over 15 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, in love and everything, and flew out to see her and everything, right? And the baby mama knew about it and everything. It was awesome. And how it all ended, I'll never forget. I was making a mixtape, okay, at this time in high school, and I was making an R&B song, and it's one of my favorite songs. Even though, like, I'm laying in this bed as she's I'm crying, I'm bawling, okay, because I was on the phone with her.
What's the name of the mixtape? Was it
I don't want to talk about that. What's on
your booty or something?
No, I want to talk about that.
No way.
But this nigga ass up. So no, let me tell you, she was sick, right? And so she was sick, and I guess she needed some NyQuil, and she was letting me know. And like her homegirl had brought it over. Her homegirl was a stud. Her homegirl wasn't in the picture the whole time, but like she was recently in the picture. She brought her some NyQuil. That's how she started in the picture. This night though, like I'm on the phone with the chick, right? And she's literally laughing at me. She's like, ha ha, that's why you sitting there crying like a little bitch. I was like, God damn. What? Woo! As I'm telling this story now, I don't think I've ever forgiven that bitch. I was in therapy this morning. My nigga, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Still one of the baddest bitches I've ever fucked up. So
I wouldn't be fucking with sick bitches with the hospital bed in the living room anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
no, she just needs some NyQuil.
Oh,
But I'm just saying the bitch brought her NyQuil and she snuck her way in after that. So it was awful. It was awful. So I hear you about having your guard.
that was a terrible story, by the
It was
way.
terrible.
That shit was horrible.
It was awful.
That shit did not amount to what I was doing.
Y'all don't think so? Whose story y'all think was worse?
I can't story.
We don't need something.
This nigga talking about NyQuil, the bitch was sick. The fuck?
Sixth grade, eighth
Sixth
grade.
grade, right?
No, I'm telling you.
Was in the fourth
Right.
grade. He was crying.
Hey, look, let me tell you. On the phone with me, crying like, I'm like, ooh, god damn, bitch. Okay, so I want to know, bro, you've had success when it comes to music. I know you were the second person to make memes on Instagram.
I was the second person.
The second person.
Back in 2011, when Instagram like first started, when you had to have an iPhone,
Yeah,
I was the second person on there making memes.
yeah.
And that's how I blew up the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not the first. I was the second person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
And it seems like you've had a lot of success in like doing many different things. So
yeah.
what do you think makes Ken so influential? Like, why do you keep succeeding in all these other things? Because several people try things.
It's the consistency. If you're not consistent at what you're doing, you won't succeed at all. You won't be successful. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen off like 3 different occasions.
Mhm.
But the time, like I said, where the Sneakyverse blew up, I told myself I'd never fall off again. And it's a blessing in disguise. Like I'm still consistent to this day, dropping 5 videos a day. You know, I'm doing stand up now. I'm you know, traveling. I didn't even used to travel. People used to ask me to go certain places and I was scared to fly. But I done flown maybe 100 times, 102 times since last year.
Mhm.
And I've already flown 15 times since this year. So it's the consistency. If you want it, you know, you gonna who better to go out there and get it but you? Because
Exactly.
no one else is gonna do it for you. You know?
I love
So
it. Okay, then who would you say inspires you right now? Like, who do you look at in the content area and you're like, damn, he's killing it. I'm trying to do it at that level or better.
it's a number of people. I don't want to you know, isolate anybody, but it's a number of people that are out there doing it. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could work with them. You know, I've gotten to work with, you know, some of my favorite people. Like I used to watch Roast Me back in 2018. And now I'm cool with, you know, Billy Sorrells. Black Ron just followed me.
Shout
You know, a
out to
number of Nate Jackson. You know, he got his own
Yeah.
tour going on and whatnot. Like these people are really big. You know, a lot of people I want to work with. I want to work with Corey Holcomb.
Okay. All right. I got my views on Corey Holcomb. That's a sad nigga. That is a sad nigga.
Man, I can't. I've been listening to the 5150 show for.
You can tell he ain't been loved in a long time. That nigga been hurt. That nigga been hurt.
You can't discredit his comedy.
No, He's incredibly hilarious.
Yeah, he's
I've seen the nigga live. The nigga is incredibly. I walked out of here thinking, bro, that nigga hilarious, but man, that's a sad nigga.
Bro, he's hilarious as
Yes,
fuck. But
yes.
amongst some others, you know, I like Mike Epps, Cat Williams.
Okay.
You know, Dave Chappelle's funny.
Okay. So then it sounds like Ken's goal is comedy specials on stage, and social media is just it's the first step.
No, actually, I've already conquered social media. My next big thing is I'm trying to purchase a production studio.
Okay.
That way, you know, I can have people come through and shoot, you know,
Yeah.
skits, movies. You know, we're thinking bigger now at this point. We done already tackled and conquered the social media scene. It got us this far, but now we got to think of what's the next step, and that's my next step.
So this has been another episode of King's Corner. I've been your host, AD, the KingMaker, with the guy hanging with Ken. Ken, where can the people reach you at?
Instagram, hanging with Ken. Facebook, Ken Burton. TikTok, hanging with Ken. You know, you can find me. You can find me anywhere. You can find me in the Sneakyverse. You know.
Yeah.
So I just got one question for you. Do you know where you at right now?
The Sneakyverse.